It is Northwest Jersey's own RNJ. It's Bert. Good morning to you. And we're just a little over a week away from the annual Curtain Up celebration, which kicks off the brand new season over at Centenary Stage Company in the Sitnick Theater. They have got a great night planned for the night of Saturday, September 20th. I'm going to give you some ticket information in just a few moments. But I'm really excited to be joined this morning by the headline entertainer who is going to be there as part of the Curtain Up event on September 20th. John Lloyd Young is with me here at the program this morning. John Lloyd, it's Bert Barron, WRNJ Radio in New Jersey. Great to speak with you today. How you doing?
I mean, it's great to speak with you, too. And we can't forget to mention for the audience that John Lloyd Young, that I am the original Jersey boy. I'm coming home for this concert.
This is it, totally. And anybody, of course, that has known and loved that show over the years, myself included, that is really big news. We're so excited, John Lloyd, of course, having you come to Northwest New Jersey on September 20th. Aside from that, let's get to know you a little bit. You know, I always love to hear about what inspires singers and artists to follow the career path that they decide to go on. And what was it for you? Was there an aha moment for you that kind of got you into this style of music and made you want to pursue this as a career?
Well, this concert is sort of interesting because it answers that question from a Broadway angle, because I always was able to sing, Frankie Valli songs, that range. I'd always loved that era of music, but I came to New York City with Broadway on my mind from trips that my mother was a New York City girl, and she was a Broadway fan from when she was young. So I had all those LPs, and I took trips to New York once in a while to be with my relatives. My dad was Air Force, so I was unfortunately, for me at that point, not near the city as much as I wanted to be. But I would see Broadway shows with them, and I got the bug very early, I think probably 6 years old. I think my first Broadway show was the original production of Annie, so you can date me that way. But I came to New York with Broadway on the brain. And I had this other idea of love for pop music from the 50s, 60s, those classics. But I didn't know that I'd be taken off to the 60s retro races with this show, Jersey Boys, and playing Frankie Valli. I was there to do Broadway shows. So this set that I'm bringing to Centenary stage is my story of those Broadway shows and those Broadway songs that got me to want to get up and move to New York when I was of age to do that. So there'll be, of course, some Jersey Boys always, or else they'll, kick me off the stage. But these are going to be the Broadway songs, the many Broadway influences that got me wanting to go to New York, where then Jersey Boys became my fate.
We're looking forward, of course, to welcoming you to the stage on September 20th. Tickets and information is available. Let me get that out, and we'll give this to you a few times as we talk today. CentenaryStageCO.org is the website to go if you're interested, of course, in purchasing tickets for Curtain Up or for any of the upcoming shows as we move on into the next season as well. Or you can also call the box office at 908-979-0900. John Lloyd, I'm interested in particular about getting that role in Jersey Boys. The audition process, it had to be an incredibly competitive thing to be able to land that because it's such a high-profile position. Take us on that journey and that part of your career. Take us along for that ride.
Well, I'll tell you a secret about performers and entertainers. We're warblers. So when we're home by ourselves or in the car or whatever, we're making noises and doing voices and all that. That's just part of our identity. So I'll tell you this. When Jersey Boys was a brand new show, there weren't a bunch of little guys, with Italian features like me and, looked like Frankie Valli practicing to play Frankie Valli. We didn't know it was coming. So I'm going to say that I'm really happy that I loved Frankie Valli, Supertramp, Chicago, all those falsetto singing groups, because I spent my whole life singing those songs and singing along with them, not knowing ever that I'd use it on stage in a show. So when it came time to audition for that show, I was one of the few people just accidentally who was ready to sing those notes on a Broadway stage. And because it was a part of my natural identity already, I'll tell you, it would have been a lot harder to get the role 5 years in when there were dozens and dozens of little guys, practicing their falsetto to be in that great show, Jersey Boys. So that gave me a leg up, my own natural taste. And then they put me through the ringer, man. I mean, I had 7 auditions, I think, before I was given the role. And by the time I was at that 7th audition, I wasn't even sure I wanted to do it anymore. I was so exhausted. But they made me jump through hoops, and I had a lot of Jersey connections. I was actually understudying a play with John Mahoney at the Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn when I got the call, and all of a sudden when I found out I was going to do the show. So, and I was living in Jersey City when I did it. So I have the key to Jersey City from the mayor. So I have all these Jersey connections that were just, my mother was Italian American from Queens. I just had a lot of sensibilities and things that made me right for this role. And I think you're lucky in a career as an actor to have a role that you are perfect for at least once in your life, and I had that.
Thanks to you, you kind of opened my eyes up to something, John Lloyd, because never before our conversation today would I even say Frankie Valli and Roger Hodgson in the same sentence. But now I'm hearing their voices side by side in my head. I'm like, he's right. I never made that connection before, but you've opened my eyes to something this morning. Very cool.
Well, we'll have some more eye-opening moments in this show, because I've learned over the years, especially after doing the Jersey Boys movie and bringing a lot of fans into my life that never saw a Broadway show, period, let alone Jersey Boys, that there's a lot of people who just don't know that I know my Broadway. And I think it's kind of an interesting spin, especially for those who already know me and love what I do in terms of singing Smokey Robinson, Little Anthony, that period of stuff. To hear me sing Broadway songs is sort of a novelty, even though you would think it would be logical because I came up on Broadway. But this is an opportunity for me. I don't get this opportunity very often to sing the classic Broadway songs that got me to New York, but this is one of them, so I'm excited to do it.
This is the perfect venue and the perfect audience that you're going to have on September 20th as well to do just that. John Lloyd Young is my guest this morning. Curtain up the big celebration coming to Centenary University on Saturday, September 20th at 8 p.m. It's going to be a great musical journey and a night that everyone will absolutely love. You do want to get your tickets in advance by going to the website centenarystagec.org. Call the box office at 908-979-0900, and I urge you to get your tickets in advance because the ticket price actually jumps $5 if you wait till September 20th, and why would you do that? So get your tickets as early as possible because all these tickets are going to go, and the longer you wait, you're really kind of pushing things, and you're going to have to pay more, so why do that? Get those tickets purchased, lock those tickets in at centenarystagec.org, 908-979-0900. Be there for the Curtain Up celebration this year with John Lloyd Young. It is a night that you are going to remember forever, and you will leave the theater singing the songs, I'm sure, at the top of your lungs. John Lloyd, it was great to talk to you today. Where can we learn more about your really fascinating story from the stage to making movies, and now you're going to be doing a gig with us here in Northwest Jersey? Where can we follow you online and learn more about you?
All of my social media links and information and news, even my upcoming live performances, of which there are many nearby to Centenary Stage in the near future, can be found at www.johnlloydyoung.com.
Terrific. John Lloyd Young, thank you for joining me this morning here at the RNJ Morning Program. We're so excited to welcome you to the stage at the Sitnick Theater for the big Curtain Up celebration. Again, Saturday, September 20th. Grab those tickets now at centenarystagec.org. Thank you again, and looking forward to the show on the 20th. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much, Bert. Looking forward to seeing all of you there.